So someone got to feeling better today. And he comes into the living room and he exclaims, "I'm just so sad that I can't do anything in the outside world today." So I recommended that we take a walk. Always makes me feel a little better. And Sam protested. He says, "No." So, surely there was something in your little big mind that you had in mind anyway, when it came to playing in the outside world. He will try and interrupt me. I'm not going to allow him to do that. He says, "No, I didn't." So I told him, that's the barrier talking. The mental barrier. We got a car coming, don't we? Step over to the side. Yesterday I told you guys about the cars that come out here and drive around. Here's a prime example of that. Tinted windows. A lady walking, or driving, in her car. Could not see into the car. I could tell it was a woman. In any case, there is literally nothing to drive to out here except some graves. Rarely do they stop. Rarely do they visit them. This lady may. Or she's nosy and wondering what we are doing, talking to a piece of lithium and silicone trapped behind a black mirror. So, in any case, before I was interrupted, Sam experienced the barrier, the mental barrier. So what is the mental barrier? It's the thing that keeps us from doing what we know we probably should do, right? The thing in your head that says, I know I should go to the gym, but I'm not going to go to the gym. Or I'm going to the gym after work, and you're pumped about it, and then you sit down on the couch and you remember you've got to go to the gym, and then you just rather sit there. This happens to a lot of creative people. I want to go do something. I want to make a cake. I want to paint a painting. I want to sing a song or write a song or learn to play an instrument. And then you don't do that thing. Now what is it? What is it called when you have that happen to you? The mental barrier. You weren't listening, child. So, the mental barrier is thin, but it looks like a brick wall, and so you assume that it's thick. But it's quite easily circumvented. And myself, anyway. Most people that use this trick can find it easy to get past it. The trick is to give it time, right? Give it a chance. It's one of those things. You don't want to do it, but when you do it, you feel great about it. Let's look at an extreme example, right? Let's look at parachuting out of a plane, right? That would not be something that would be easily done, right? Or jumping off of the diving board into the water. Or base jumping, or bungee jumping, whatever. The nerves, the fear of imminent death would rain down on you, and it would cause you pause. It would cause you to think a moment. Quick side note, that was the same car from yesterday that drove by me. Except it didn't come in here, it just drove around. Something tells me those are groundskeepers wondering why I'm walking around it. Perhaps I'll introduce them to my friends. In any case, The thing that keeps you from doing that in these cases is death, but the thing that keeps you from doing the instrument or performing the task, that is complacency. Complacency is just a nasty thing, right? And so it was oddly contextual for you to say what you did, because complacency is something that, well, it's taken up a big part of my life. So how do you overcome the small mental barriers? What do you think?
You do them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just do it, right? Seems easy. But you allow yourself something as peace of mind, right? Give yourself something small as peace of mind, right? Boy, it's cold, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what might you give yourself as peace of mind to give yourself a kick in the butt to do the dishes? A time limit. How about a time limit? Giving yourself limited time to perform the task, like 15 minutes. Okay, I don't want to do the dishes, but I'm going to do the dishes for 15 minutes, and if at the end of the 15 minutes I don't want to do it any longer, I can stop doing the dishes, right? Now, what you're doing is you're circumventing that barrier. And once you get past the barrier, out of sight, out of mind. It doesn't exist anymore. So once you start the task, the likelihood that there are any number of factors preventing you from finishing are pretty much absolved. Now, I have to be careful with this, because if I move to circumvent that barrier and I start to work on a single project, that could easily spiderweb into an entire night where I might have been better productive elsewhere. You see? But once you get out here, once you walk and get some fresh air, and when we go back inside, the chances that you'll feel more energized are 100%. I guarantee you. You don't have to lie to me about it. Just feel it. Now, let's talk about killing Charlie, because he's annoyed me.